The cerebellum situated into the posterior cranial fossa, just behind the pons and medulla. It is separated from the cerebellar hemisphere by a fold of dura mater, which is called as the tentorium cerebelli. The cavity of the fourth ventricle intervenes between the brainstem, pons and medulla anteriorly and the cerebellum posteriorly. It is continuous superiorly with the superior medullary velum. Externally, the cerebellum is divided into three parts. Centrally, a worm-like part, it is called as the vermis. It is so called because it resembles to a worm. Superiorly, the vermis is merges with the both cerebellar hemisphere, but inferiorly, the vermis situated into the deep depression, which is called as the vermian fossa. Laterally, the vermis is separated from each cerebellar hemisphere by the paramedian sulcus. On the inferior surface, it is separated from each cerebellar hemisphere by a paramedian sulcus. The surface of the cerebellar hemisphere marked by numerous fissures, which divides the surface of cerebellum into transversely running band, which is called as folia. The transverse section the section perpendicular to these folia gives a characteristic appearance like a tree. So it is called as arbor vitae because it resembles to a tree. The surface of the cerebellum is divided into various lobes. Many of the fissures are deeper than the other. There are 3 deep fissures which divides it into 3 lobes. One is the primary fissure on the superior surface. Other one is the posterolateral fissure on the inferior surface. And third one is the horizontal fissure. This one is the horizontal fissure which divides it into its superior or inferior half. The lobe anterior to primary fissure is the anterior lobe, and the lobe between primary and the posterolateral fissure is called as the posterior or middle. It is called as posterior in this part, and it is called middle lobe in the opened cerebellar hemisphere. If we open the cerebellum like a book, then the lobe between the primary and the posterolateral is called as the middle lobe. And in this position, this is called as the posterior lobe.
Okay.
So we have discussed about the 3 fissure, one primary, one horizontal, and third is the posterolateral. These fissure dividing this cerebellum into 3 major lobes. One is the anterior lobe, one is the posterior or up to this posterolateral sulcus, it is the middle lobe, and third lobe is the flocculonodular lobe, which is not visible here. The central part, vermis, is subdivided into many parts from upside downward, and this horizontal fissure again divides this vermis into upper vermis and the lower vermis. Each subdivision of the vermis is corresponding laterally with the lobes of the cerebellar hemisphere. Internally, it is made up of grey matter and the central core of white matter. Grey matter consisting this is the superior surface of cerebellum. So internally it is made up of central core of white matter surrounded by a thin sheet of grey matter. The grey matter is represented by a thin sheet of layer which is covering the folia, and cerebellar nuclei. The cerebellar nuclei are the aggregations of the grey matter which are embedded into the central core of white matter. In this section, we can see this is the central core of white matter, through which it is connected to the brain stem, through which the cerebellum connected to the brain stem by the cerebellar peduncles. The cerebellum is connected to the brain stem by the cerebellar peduncle. It connects with the midbrain through the superior cerebellar peduncle, with the pons by the middle cerebellar peduncle, and with the medulla by the inferior cerebellar peduncle.